It's 10 o'clock. We'll get started. Oh. 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 Gణानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामविद्यवत् ॐ गणेशाय नमः ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये वागीशाद्या सुमनसः सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमे यं नत्वा कृतकृत्या स्युः तं नमामि गजाननं वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणे विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिम् द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलम् सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्य केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं यस्य सन्निधिं मात्रेण सर्वे शिष्याश्च सेवकाः कर्मक्षेत्रे प्रवर्तन्ते चिन्मयं तं नमाम्यहम् चिन्मयं तं नमाम्यहम् Let us do the Gita Dhyanam. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतां कृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धम् गीतामृतम् महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवम् कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णम् वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकर दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् आख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानम् मुदा भूयाद्भक्तपङ्कजम् कलिमल प्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकम् करोति वाचालम् पङ्गुम् लङ्घयते गिरिम् यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यम् ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यम् सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यम् योगिनः यस्यान्तम् न विदुः सुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकम् शरणम् व्रज अहम् त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः शान्ताकारम् भुजगशयनम् पद्मनाभम् सुरेशम् विश्वाधारम् गगनसदृशम् मेघवर्णम् शुभाङ्गम् लक्ष्मीकान्तम् कमलनयनम् योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यम् वन्दे विष्णुम् भवभयहरम् सर्वलोकैकनाथम् नारायणम् नमस्कृत्य नरम् चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीम् सरस्वतीम् व्यासम् ततो जयमुदीरये। Hari Om everybody. Welcome back to our weekly Vedanta classes. our Gita Bhāva Dhārā series. Happy Ramanavami to all of you. Continuing the teachings of Bhagavan Krishna in the second chapter, we have been looking at how Bhagavan has been giving through Arjuna to all of us different perspectives to resolve our identity crisis. After we saw Arjuna's Sharanagati, first he chastised him, but he then started with the highest knowledge, Atma Jnana, that the self is unborn, it is birthless, it is deathless, in line with the Upanishadic teaching. Then he told him about the Nitya Anitya Viveka, what is permanent, what is impermanent, and explained the impermanent nature of the body, mind, and intellect complex, and how they are all subject to change. He suggested to develop titiksha, endurance, with an understanding that all joys and sorrows in our lives, they come and they go. Agama apayi. Then he reminded Arjuna of his swadharma. As a kshatriya, he said, Arjuna, I know you wanted to take the first available flight to the Himalayas to meditate. You got to get out of that idea, brother. Think of your reputational damage that it would do running away from the battlefield and not doing your duty that you signed up to do. Then Bhagavan Krishna introduced him to Karma Yoga as a Sahakari Sadhana to Jnana Marga. After looking at a high-level overview of the Karma Siddhanta, we saw in our selected verses the spirit of Karma Yoga, which is elevating karma to Karma Yoga. We noticed how Bhagavan Krishna contrasted Sakama Karma, that is, actions done purely motivated by our desires, and Nishkama Karma, or Karma Yoga, actions done with our inner detachment, dedicating all our actions to the Lord, offering all results to the Lord. This way, the mind is not only cleansed of the impurities, but also it becomes focused. Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata. As I mentioned last week, this doctrine of Nishkama Karma, the yoga of desireless actions, coupled with the concepts of Swadharma and Loka Sangraha, which is to do our duties for the benefit of all, is a special contribution of Bhagavad Gita to the Indian philosophical thought. So Bhagavan Krishna taught Arjuna here how to develop this kind of a win-win attitude, to act with equanimity, samatva, Samatvam yoga uchyate. He also told him, Sangam tyaktva karmam kuru. Detach from the results of actions. Do your karma. Yogaha karmasu kaushalam. 3 takeaways. This is dexterity in doing karma. When we start to do karma this way, Bhagavan said, not just doing it for me, my sake, but for God's sake. Slowly, Sukruta Dushkrute Jahati. He transcends both good and bad karma. Nirvedam Shrotavyasya Shrutasya cha. The seeker slowly begins to turn inward, realizing the futility of the external pursuits, turns attention to the spiritual pursuits, developing inner maturity, and the seeker develops that nischala buddhi, steady intellect. Janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantyanāmayam. When karma is done this way, we gain chitta shuddhi and get out of samsara. After hearing all this, Arjuna asked the most important question. That is where we had stopped last week. Arjuna uvacha Sthita pragnasya ka bhāṣya samadhistasya keshava. Sthita pragnasya ka bhāṣya samadhistasya keshava. Sthita dhi kim prabhāṣeta kimasita vrajeta kim. What does this enlightened person look like? How does this Gnani live in this world, Bhagavan Krishna? He doesn't call him Bhagavan Krishna. For him, he is still a driver until the 8th chapter. This question leads to the description of Sthita Prajna. A person of steady wisdom. So Bhagavan Krishna starts to paint this portrait of this Brahmagnani from 2-55 to 2-72. One can take it as these benchmark shlokas for all our sadhana. A simple meaning of Sthita Prajna. Sthita means one who is firmly established, one who is firmly rooted in the knowledge of the self. That Atma Jnana, or he has merged with that supreme Brahman. Prajna generally means intellect. However, in the current context, it means consciousness. In simple words, Prajna equals Jnana, Jnana Swarupa. So in short, Sthita Prajna is that man of steady wisdom and equipoise. So here Bhagavan Krishna, he is outlining this Atma Gnani's Lakshanas to serve as a benchmark for all of us as sadhakas. There is a mention of this realized person in several chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, but the characteristics of such realized person, how he lives in this world, how he responds in this world, the state of his mind. He is called as Sthita Prajna in the second chapter. He is called as Gunatita. He is called as the Bhakta, depending on the theme of the chapter. Now, Arjuna here is curious to know the characteristics of such a Gnani. So, Bhagavan Krishna starts to explain. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyevatmana tushtaha sthita prajnastadochyate. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyevatmana tushtaha sthita prajnastadochyate. So Bhagavan Krishna describing that this person has reached that stage of desirelessness. Atmani eva atmana tushtaha. He is ever reveling and content with his true self. He is sporting or reveling in the self, ever in the service of the world. And Mundaka Upanishad calls him Atma Kridaha. Atmarati Kriyavan. Samadhistitaha. Here means Samahita Buddhi. Equipoised. Meaning he is not shaken by the adversity in the world. He maintains that equanimity, samatva. Because he does not hanker after the pleasures of the world. Remember this. He has rejected the two B's, alphabet B, two B's, easy to remember, in this world that bothers us, that binds us. Bhāṣya Vishaya, external pursuits, and Bhoga Vishaya, objects of pleasure. And he is free from attachment. He is free from fear. He is free from anger. Such a sage is known as Sthita Prajna. The man who is constantly absorbed in Brahman. One of our names of our Pujya Gurudev in the Ashtottara is Om Sthita Pragnaya Namaha. In fact, I got this name to write on this recently, and it got published in our Chinmaya Mission publications of the Tapovan Prasad magazine, a magazine for seekers. But if you look at a good reference for this Sthita Pragna, will be Viveka Chudamani in 426th verse. Bhagavan Śaṅkara ji uses the same Sthita Pragnasya ka bhāṣya. Śaṅkara ji describes this person as one who abides in the self of bliss alone. But an often quoted to describe the Jivan Mukta Lakshana that we have seen as a group, we have studied together is Bhaja Govindam. Verse number 20. This reinforces the very same idea. Yogaratova, Bhogaratova, Sangaratova, Sangavihinaha. Yogaratova, Bhogaratova, Sangaratova, Sangavihinaha. Yasya Brahmani Ramane Ramate Chittam. Nandati Nandati Nandatyeva. Yogaratova. He's reveling in yoga, in that union with the Lord. Or Bhogaratova. He revels in enjoyment also. When it comes to him, he doesn't go after it. When it comes to him, he will enjoy. Sangaratova. He takes delight in the company of people when they are around, when he is around. Pandite Panditascha. When he is amongst the scholars, he behaves like a scholar. Otherwise, he'll just be in solitude. Even if he is in solitude, yasya, for whom? The chittam, the mind, ramate brahmani. Always reveling in Brahman. Nandati, nandati, nandatyeva. He delights, he enjoys. He is reveling in that absolute state of fulfillment. Kruta, krutya. He is the same person that Bhagavan Krishna here in the second chapter is talking about as Sthita Pragna. A man of realization, that Jivan Mukta Purusha. Jivan Mukti literally means Jivan Neva Mukti, liberated while living. He is enjoying that Brahmi Sthiti, that absolute peace. And this is the Atmagnana Phalam, the Prayojana, or the result of self-knowledge. The sadhaka here has reached the destination. Here the bandha has become the Buddha. The manava has become the Madhava. This is the journey of the sadhaka from mamata, the egocentric, to samata, God-centric, to purnata, a life of fulfillment. See the evolution there. Having known this highest knowledge, there is nothing more for him to know. Because this Jivan Mukta is one who has that firm conviction, Drudha Nischaya, that I am asangaha, that I am unattached. I am Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha, that I am of the nature of that existence, consciousness, and bliss. This is effortless awareness for him. Just like how nobody taught us how to breathe, effortlessly we do it. This firm conviction comes to him because of the strength of his knowledge. This is Nischala Tattve Jivan Mukti. This awareness for this Atma Gnani is unbroken. It is spontaneous. It is natural to him. He generally lives in the welfare of others. Loka Sangraha. Our Puja Gurudev, our Puja Guruji are all such Upanishadic Purushas in our lifetime who had a transformational effect on our lives with their teaching. They've tirelessly worked for the benefit of entire humanity, simplifying these ancient treasures of Vedanta. On this Ramanavami day, it is appropriate to offer our debt of gratitude to such Adarsha Purushas. Now let's see a few more characteristics of this realized master. Dukkeshvanudvignamanaha Sukheshu vigataspruhaha Vitaraga bhayakrodhaha Stitadhir muniruchyate. Dukkeshvanudvignamanaha Sukheshu vigataspruhaha. He has got this freedom from this emotional agitation. Because he is content, he is being content within. Whether the disturbance is external or whether the disturbance is internal, whether it is conducive, non-conducive, nothing will affect him. Muni ruchyate. Who is this Muni? Sthita dhihi. He is a man of steady wisdom, steady intellect. Anudvigna manaha. His mind is unperturbed. By what? Dukkeshu. See, whether it is at the physical level. See, there are tapatrayas, three types of dukkha. They may come at the body level. Fever, we might get migraine headaches, adhyatmika. Then there is adi bhautika, those coming from external environment. Then there is adi daivika, coming from cosmic forces. There could be an earthquake, there could be a tornado, there could be storms and other things which are not under our control. That's why when we say peaceful prayers, we say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 3 times because of this. So that let the Lord protect us from these type of 3 disturbances. Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha. But this Muni, who is the master of all situations, He has gone beyond raga, attachment. He has gone beyond bhaya, fear. He has gone beyond krodha, anger. And the main idea here is he is unaffected by sorrow because he is free from craving for pleasure. Therefore, there is emotional equanimity and it comes natural to him. Again, he continues to reinforce this idea. 2-57. Yas sarvatra nabhisneha tattatropya shubhashubham. Yas sarvatra nabhisneha tattatropya shubhashubham. Nabhinandati nadveshti tasya prajna pratisthita. No clinging on to shubha or ashubha. Because he's got good or bad. Freedom from likes and dislikes. He's got that. No raga, no dvesha. Tasya prajna pratisthita. He remains firmly established. Anabhisneha. Without any attachment. Sarvatra. Everywhere. Na abhinandati, na dvesti. Neither he welcomes nor he rejects. All are welcome. Accepts everyone. Neither rejoices nor hates. Tattat prapya. Whatever comes across, shubha shubham. Whether it is good or bad, shubha or ashubha. He kind of moves around like the wind in this world. He keeps moving without getting stuck anywhere. No insistence on being at a particular place. We've seen a lot of those type of people. Realized master moves around in this world totally detached. Continuing on that theme, Bhagavan Krishna then he gives in the next verse Indriya Sanyama, mastery over the senses. Yada samharate chayam, yada samharate chayam, Kurmongani vasarvashah, Kurmongani vasarvashah, Indriyani indriyarthebhyah, Tasya prajna pratisthita. See here, Bhagavan Krishna gives a beautiful example for sublimation of desire. Not suppression, not repression. Freedom from choice to withdraw. How? Kurbonganiva. How this tortoise, if you have noticed, effortlessly extends its limbs and withdraws its limbs from all sides. Totally goes into its shell. Similarly, this man of realization, samharate chayam kurmonganiva sarvashah, fully withdraws, which fully suggests here full mastery over his senses. Indriyarthebhyah, withdraws from all objects of the senses, like that kurma, like how this tortoise withdraws, goes under the shell. This realized man, he sees no joy in these pleasurable objects. He does not run after them. He has complete mastery over his senses. Now, see, any knowledge, whether it is secular or spiritual, it cannot be fruitful unless it is well assimilated, stabilized. For this purpose, Bhagavan Krishna here is emphasizing two important sadhanas. What are they? Control of the mind, control of the sense organs, and reflecting and contemplation on the teaching combined. This way, the knowledge gets firm with conviction. It becomes doubt free. Sandeha rahita gnanam. If not, the two famous shlokas, then he gives. How dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. So this 62 and 63, very famously known as the ladder of fall. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. When we start to think of the objects of the world, from that Saṅkha, from that association, from that attachment, kamaha sanjayate. A desire is born. When that desire is met, let me see if I can pictorially pull that. This should help understand these two verses. We are supposed to get on this ladder. See, it is stretching to infinity. This is called the ladder of progress. Instead, what do? We get on this ladder foolishly and we keep falling, tripping over. This is the ladder of fall. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. When we start to think of the objects from that Saṅkha, from that association, the desire of the object, from that attachment, associated attachment. Kamaha sanjayate. A desire is born. And when that desire is born, if the desire is met, I am happy temporarily. If the desire is not met, I am sad. A few more times, I am depressed. Then, when the desire does not meet my expectations at all, I am angry. Kamaha krodho vijayate. Anger, disappointment. The third rung. We don't fall like that. We fall much faster, but just pictorial. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. From that anger comes delusion. See, in moha, I see sukham in something. What is that sukha? Balastavat krida saktaha. Children always love to play, always interested in play. Tarunastavat taruni saktaha. Young man always is running after the girl and vice versa. Because in these, I see sukha. And vruddhastavat chinta saktaha. Vruddha, the old man, seeks shanti, peace. This is moha, peace of mind, shanti outside, sukham outside, with the object, with the people, never happens. I am running to become somebody. I am always running to become something in the society, running after that mirage, running after that illusion. That is moha. Sammohat smruti vibhramaha. Loss of memory leading to lack of viveka. Because of this delusional thinking, I don't think properly. Because lack of discrimination, lack of viveka. Buddhi nashaha. Buddhi nashaha pranashyati. One with that lack of viveka, pranashyati. So dhyayato vishayan pumsaha pranashyati. So we have seen this example. We have seen this example of the bouncing ball that Bhagavan Śaṅkarācārya gave in Viveka Chudamani also. How unpredictable the fall is. Lakshachyutam chetyadi chittamīshat bahirmukam sannipatet tatastataha pramadata prachyuta kelikandukaha sopana paṅktau patito yata tata. Sopana paṅktau patito yata tata. That rubber ball, those of us during younger days when we used to throw the ball at or during on the stage, how that ball falls. The first step, it falls gently. When it comes down, the next step becomes unpredictable, gathers momentum with higher and higher speeds. It leaps, very difficult to predict its trajectory. Good catching practice, right? So it is important. What Śaṅkarācārya is warning us is to watch in our journey, to catch that fall early, recover from it. How do you prevent that fall? How do I get out of this ladder of fall and get on that ladder of progress? And that answer comes in Bhaja Govindam. So, here we have fallen from his grace to disgrace. So, to get back from disgrace to his grace, from disgrace to his grace, Satsangatve Nissangatvam Nissangatve Nirmohatvam Nirmohatve Nischalatatvah Nischalatatve Jivan Muktihi. We saw in these two verses how the direction is given, steps are given, how to get on this ladder of success, practical and doable. So what do I start with? I start to take a U-turn first. Start attending the Vedanta classes. In that class, I hear that moksha is the goal of human existence. But I need to know how to get there. I need a roadmap. Most of us, we start as a casual seeker. Casual seeker. With satsang, we go to the temple. Most of the people just go for prasad. You know, in that temple, there is beautiful, very good idli, vada, sambar. Have you gone to that temple? Lot of people go for that prasad. In the bargain, they will, as a byproduct, by the way, I'll visit Bhagavan. And then they organize bhajan and bhojan. Right? Bhajan and bhojan. Sometimes more importance to the bhojan than bhajan. And in that, I sat and I sang. That is not satsang. Sat, sang. That is not satsang. Satsanga, that sangha, association with sat. Truth where we connect to the truth is satsang. Satsanga. So we have discussed several aspects of satsanga. Sajjana sangha, Sat Purusha, Sat Kala. How all of this helps us increasing our sadhana chatushtaya, the 4 Ds of Vedanta, the spiritual qualifications, how it brings in discipline in our lives. So in 62 and 63, the famous ladder of fall, the reference from Viveka Chudamani, how we need to be alert, how we quickly need to recover, get up and shake it off to restart our journey. So in Bhajagovindam, a simple 4-point plan. From disgrace to his grace. How do we get on that ladder of progress? Satsangatve. First is satsanga. Satsangatve nissangatvam. By association with good people, we get positive thoughts, we get good thoughts. Nissangatva. With nissangatva, non-attachment, direction is given to the sadhaka to cultivate healthy contacts at all levels of the personality by associating with holy company, maintaining noble thoughts, studying regularly, swadhyaya, reflecting upon the spiritual truths. Satsanga leads to nissanga. By detachment, we become free from delusion. It helps us to stabilize a sense of detachment. Nissanga brings in Nirmohatva, free from delusion. Nirmohatva to Nischalatatva, steadfast. Then we get closer and closer to Jivan Mukti, to liberation. This is the path from Bandha to Buddha. What a beautiful way that our Bhagavan Śaṅkara ji has given this path. Now we will stop here. We will do the Namasmaranam. Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Harim Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Bhaje. Last one, the eighth one. In the next class, we will do all of it together. Kunchitai Kuntalai Brajamananam Ratnamaulim Lasat Kundalam Gandayo Harake Yurakam Kankana Projwalam Kinkini Manjulam Shamalam Tambaje. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all see auspiciousness. May none suffer. Om peace, peace, peace. I would like all of you to stay back if you can. I would like to talk to all of you if possible. Please stay back. Thank you.